Giro!
You went into the jungle, didn't you? Found some satyrs, I see. Or did they find you?
Shut it, Chrosus. Pantaleon's out there somewhere. If the satyrs got him, he won't last long.
He knew the risk, same as you. Ulezina Ulezeni.
Takuni. He'd have gone looking for you.
And that's why he is Hypnage's next meal and I am still alive. Enough of him. I see our guests outside. Lycus says you are to guide them.
Guide them? Wata agaze. Heteke welo.
How should I know? They're your kind, not mine. His name is Jason. A king or something. Perhaps you can be his princess.
Manticore have your tongue?
You're Lycus's daughter? You're human.
Sharp eye, stranger. What gave me away?
Amazing. You speak the centaur tongue better than any human I've heard.
A scholar. How exciting. The name's Atalanta. Now what's this about me being a guide? What's going on?
It appears we have a common goal. We need to get to Hermes' shrine.
Why?
We seek a descendant of Hermes. The shrine seems the best place to search.
Not the answer I was expecting, but fair enough. Next question. What makes you think you can reach the shrine when our best warriors have failed?
No offense to your tribe, but I'd pick my friend and I in a fight every time.
You've got no shortage of Tisa, I'll give you that.
Tisa?
It means either courage or foolishness. Not sure yet which. It could look for freedom. All right, Jason. You've got yourself a guide.
Glad to have you, Atalanta.
We should speak to some of the others before we leave. The Beastmaster, Nessus, was out in the jungles just last week. He'd know the satyr positions. One of our scouts went missing this morning. His father, Gelios, might know more about where he went. The day gets no younger, and neither do we. Let's go stretch our legs. Unless you've got questions for me.
How did you come to be a member of a centaur tribe?
My parents brought me here as a babe. After they died, I was alone. A few years ago, the Nessus arrived. At first, I hid from them, watching from a distance. One day, I returned to the cave where I was living and found Lycus waiting for me. He'd been watching me and tracked me to my home. He offered me a place in the tribe. Though I was not as big or as fast as a centaur, my knowledge of Saria was useful to the Nessus.
Why did your parents come to such a remote place to raise you?
That's a mystery that died with them. They seldom talked of their life before Saria. From what I can recall, they were running from some trouble, hiding from something that pursued them.
How did they meet their end? If you would share the tale, that is.
Manticores. Before the centaurs cleared the island, Saria was infested with them. One day, my mother and I were out gathering herbs in a place we thought was safe. We were attacked by a pride of manticores. My mother held them at bay and told me to flee. I made it home, and my father raced back to find her. I never saw them again after that. Not even their bodies.
So, we've got 2 ancient Herms to restore before we can get to Hermes' shrine. Where are they?
Both lie in the jungle, deep in satyr territory. One is in a jungle clearing, just past the bloody plains. The other is in a cave, to the east. I know the way.
This missing scout, what do you think happened to him?
He was looking for left caps. Mushrooms our tribe uses to treat illness and pain. Pantaleon's father, Gelios, is in poor health. Our stores of left caps are nearly gone. Pantaleon knew this. I fear he strayed from his patrol, hoping to find some.
And if he went into the jungle?
Then we can only hope the satyrs got him and are keeping him alive. If Hypnage found him, then he is gone.
We can talk more later. For now, let's stay alert and move out.
Bright eyes, light feet. To Hermes' shrine.
Atalanta, you know what you must do.
I do, Father. Do you think we are enough?
What have I always told you, Atalanta? Hermes gives us chances in life, but it is up to us to seize them. Are these travelers coincidence? I say they are Hermes' fortune. We will help each other.
Lycus, I'd know more before I set out.
Certainly. Ask what you will.
This beast, Hypnage. I need to know all you can tell me.
Of course. She appeared about a year ago, after we had rid Saria of its manticores. Hypnage resembles one of those beasts, but giant in size, and with strange markings. She is the perfect huntress. Most troubling of all, she leaves no tracks and can vanish from sight. My people are not cowards, Jason, and they know how to fight. But in the wild, we have no answer for Hypnage.
We'll reach the shrine, Lycus. Count on it.
Atalanta, what news of Pantaleon did you find him?
No, Gelios. I searched the entire perimeter. He's not there.
Do you think he would have gone looking for left caps?
He would not have gone past the bloody plains into the jungle without telling me. If the satyrs attacked him outside the jungle, it means they grow bolder than ever.
Gelios, these travelers and I are headed for Hermes' shrine. I'll look for Pantaleon on the way.
Hermes' shrine? An important mission, Atalanta, and one that must be recorded.
Gelios is the tribe's lore guard.
Traveler, by what name will our history remember you?
I am Jason. That will serve.
So noted. And your companion?
Names. I've many of them. You may call me Pan.
Great deeds loom before you. I will pray for your success. Should you find Pantaleon, I will be forever in your debt.
Your son, Pantaleon. What was he doing outside the village?
Pantaleon is one of our few remaining scouts still willing to venture out. He left early this morning to patrol the perimeter from the cliffs to the bloody plains and back again. He should have been back hours ago.
What are the origins of the Nessus?
The Nessus has roots in all the centaur tribes. Our group was formed from centaurs who believed in Lycus's vision and willingly left their old tribes behind. As for our name, some thought we should keep old tribal names or merge them into something new. In the end, Lycus suggested we call ourselves the Nessus. In the centaur tongue, it simply means tribe.
Farewell, Gelios. We'll keep an eye out for Pantaleon on our way.
I thank you for that. May Hermes guide your path.
Gelios is too proud, and I would never say it in front of him. But he's very sick. Pantaleon went looking for left caps in the jungle. I know it. I should have gone with him.
Atalanta. We're out of left caps. I gave the last to Strachus for his arm.
I haven't seen any lately, Pantaleon. The satyrs must be harvesting them, even close to the village. We're going to make for Hermes' shrine. If I see any on the way, I'll collect them.
What are these left caps? And why do the satyrs harvest them?
The left caps are a type of mushroom that we found here on Saria when we arrived. When ingested in small quantities, they numb pain and aid in the healing process. The satyrs eat them as part of their primitive rituals.
We also suspect they force them on their captives to make them docile before they're sacrificed. With the satyrs in control of the jungle, they're devouring all the left caps.
Thank you for your time, Pantaleon.
Atalanta, Go get Panta some more left caps. I ate them all. Itome poketaka.
Ichipe, Pantaleon. How many caps did you give him?
3. He got his skull bashed by a satyr sling.
3? He'll be flying for days. We'd best leave him be. Given the state he's in, there's no telling what he'll say.
There you are, Atalanta. Did you find Pantaleon?
No, Chrosus. I fear he's in the jungle.
Poor Gelios, his only son.
Jason, this is Chrosus, a close friend of my father's.
We've met. Did you know Lycus before arriving on Saria?
Oh, we've been friends over a century now. Our tribes were briefly allied during the 1,000 Years' War.
It's said the centaurs fought for 1,000 years before deciding to begin the 1,000 Years' War.
Our legend says the war began when 2 centaurs arrived at a river ford at the same time. Both insisted the other cross first, but neither would agree, not wanting to be beholden to the other. They ended up killing each other, and their tribes went to war after that.
1,000 years of strife were such a trivial shame.
You'll find few to argue with you here. That's why most of us wanted to find a better way of life.
I noticed Lycus has a lame front leg. Do you know how that happened?
Tell the tale, Chrosus.
Back on Arcadia, Lycus had gathered most of his followers at the port of Oressa, from where we were to sail. However, a small band of supporters from one of the remote tribes had been delayed. Now, Lycus had made many enemies, those who viewed him as a troublemaker, a tribe. One night, a horde of raiders under the command of an angry Aleph attacked our camp.
That was when Lycus was wounded. The healer says his leg would have mended had he rested after the battle.
That's right, Atalanta. But your father knew another attack would soon come. So he ordered us all to set sail while he raced off on that busted leg to find those stragglers. And he did find them, and he got them out of Arcadia, but he'll never run again because of it.
We take our leave, Chrosus.
Hey there, little filly. Found a couple new friends there, did you?
Gorgidos, how are you, you big oaf?
I was just thinking about something. You know how they say manticore meat is an acquired taste? Well, damn it, how long's that supposed to take? Been 3 years and still tastes like twice-baked dung to me.
Jason, if you don't like hearing bad manticore and satyr jests, I suggest you keep your distance from Gorgidos.
Ah, come now. I've got a couple of new ones you haven't heard yet.
Let's hear one of your jests, Gorgidos.
So, there's a manticore and a satyr out in the woods when both hear nature's call. Manticore turns to the satyr and says, "You have a problem with dung sticking to your fur?" Satyr says, "No." So the manticore picks him up and wipes himself with the satyr.
Is that what passes for humor around here?
Let's hear another.
Say, did I tell you the other day I saw a satyr and a goat walking past the village? I said, "You there, put that filthy thing on a leash." The goat says back, "I tried, but the damn thing wouldn't take to it."
I have a jest of my own. Tell me, Gorgidos, what is the difference between a horse and a centaur?
I don't know. What?
The farmer expects a hug after tupping the centaur.
Good one, Satyr. You and I are going to be good friends.
Let's hear another.
Heard this one yet? What's the difference between my wife and Hypnasia? One's an oversized, vicious, black-hearted centaur eater, and the other's Hypnasia.
I'm sure your wife would love that one, Gorgidos.
Let's hear another.
So, there's a manticore and a satyr out in the...
Is that what passes for humor around here?
Farewell, Gorgidos.
Atalanta, it is good to see you with another human. If you can convince Lycus to leave, you could be with more of your kind. Arcadia has human neighbors.
Saria is my home, Bisa. It's clear it was never yours.
Home? What place is a home if it offers nothing but death? If you love him, Atalanta, you must convince him to leave. Traveler, you are of her kind. Tell her I speak the truth.
Atalanta can make up her own mind. She doesn't need human or centaur to help her.
Stubborn fools. I am trying to save the elf, but you would see him die. Leave me, all of you. There is no use talking to you.
Atalanta, you keeping these travelers out of trouble.
Going to help them find it, actually. We're headed for Hermes' shrine.
Just the three of you?
The three it is. Unless there are others who would come with us.
There are those willing to stay and fight for this village. But the shrine? We have no one to spare for that.
Who's that hanging over there?
Mind your own business, traveler.
That's a sore subject, Jason. Don't press it.
We won't take any more of your time.
Atalanta, were you here when judgment was passed on the criminal who hangs there?
He was a coward. A murderer. I shouldn't say more. Be careful broaching that subject with others. It's a sensitive matter.
It's not in the nature of these beasts to be tamed.
What is it, Atalanta?
We're headed for Hermes' shrine. Myself and these travelers.
Does Lycus know of this?
It was his idea.
That desperate fool. And just who are these travelers?
My name is Jason. This is Pan. He's unlike the satyrs you may be used to here.
A pleasure.
Why are you so willing to help us?
We're here for our own reasons. As it happens, it appears we can help each other.
Perhaps it appears that way to Lycus, but his judgment is not what it once was.
Nessus, you were the last to venture into the jungles. What can you tell us?
Satyrs are closer than ever. Jungles are crawling with them. They've made a den in the cave where one of the sacred herms is located. So expect a fight. Anything else?
Have you done battle with Hypnasia?
She came for me once, out in the jungle.
Her first strike caught me by surprise, but my armor turned away the stinger. Fortunate for me, some satyrs were drawn to the commotion. They provided Hypnage with an easy meal while I escaped. There's not a beast alive I can't track, except her. She's a nasty girl, all right.
Thank you for your help, Nessus.
Odds are you're heading to your death. Don't thank me for that.
Mihene Aurelion. We're heading out.
Hermes, guide you then. Traveler, a word of advice. Listen to Atalanta. Follow her lead, and you may come back alive.